Welcome back to another episode of For the Record. I am your host, Dwayne. You can't make this stuff up. I am telling you, you cannot make this stuff up. The SAVE Act is a legislation that passed the House that requires citizens, United States citizens, to have ID in order to register and to vote. Sounds like a no-brainer, right? But do you know there are critics of this bill saying that it is a barrier and it is like a form of Jim Crow laws?
This episode of For the Record is brought to you by the Boss Move Studios, your content concierge.
I want to show you a video of white liberals who actually think black people are ignorant and stupid. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you do see the video, you're going to feel the exact same way that I did. Here's a video.
Opinion on voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad.
I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed. I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African American.
All right, so you heard the video, and it's sad. Like I said, it's crazy to hear these thoughts. So what do they say? They're saying that black people don't have the right IDs. Black people don't have access to the internet. Black people can't afford internet. Black people don't have knowledge of how these things work. You're stupid. Black people don't have phones and no data. You can't afford that. Black people are unaware, not informed enough. So we don't know what's going on in their estimation. Black people who live in Florida mostly are felons. Now that hurt because I am a Florida boy. I live in Florida. So she's saying that most black people in Florida are felons. Crazy statement, crazy video, crazy thought process. So who are these people? These are the same liberals that Malcolm X warned us about. These are the same white liberals that are now running around with whistles protesting ICE. These are the same liberals that have the Harris Waltz bumper sticker and t-shirt. This is what they think of you. You're stupid. You need them. You're not informed enough. You're broke. This is what they think of you. Chuck Schumer called the SAVE Act Jim Crow 2.0. And all that does is ignite or rage bait black people to thinking that voter ID is voter suppression. When are we going to be able to think for ourselves, knowing that this is a good idea to prove citizenship and to have ID in order to vote? The same video I'm about to play is the flip side of him in Harlem asking black people the exact same question. Here is their response.
Their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. That's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy camera?
I know, right? That's the only thing I brought with me.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's that. It's on 25th Street.
Do you know where the DMV is around you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Would you have a problem getting there if you had to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how to work the internet.
All right. So you see the flip side. Black people aren't that stupid, contrary to what those white liberals believe. We do have IDs. We do have access to the internet. We do have enough money for a data plan. You should know that. And by agreeing with these people, you're validating their point, their belief. They think that you need them. They think you can't do anything without them. And I'm just here today to point out the mindset of the white liberal. They really think that you need them. You can't do anything without them. We are living in a time right now where everything is racially divided. And if we're not aware of what's going on around us, we are doomed to repeat the history that held us back. Thank you for joining me on this episode of For the Record. I'm looking for my people, my audience. Please, if you rock with this video, leave a comment, hit the like button, share this video. I'm looking for my people. I'll see you next time. Peace.
For the Record Podcast.